latest coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. Drive in the air. For right side here, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production. But I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their performance.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets out of them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker, a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good in there. On second down, Hill. And a hell of a run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That would be good for 13 and a New England first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling that I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they're taking care of that early.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week, well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
They're trying to pound it downhill. They got lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Active throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing before on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're on the sidelines making themselves and expressing. Just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brandon, I know what I would do in this situation. You're on the road. It's the opening drive. You've got all the way down here. I would go for it.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear, the number 1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
Got him to win. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Second down following the run. Out of the gun. Goff. Taken in by Galladay. Oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Near the 48-yard line.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good strong arm.
And he's running right through it. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On second down, here's Goff. Battle for here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
Alan Sink was the quarterback in the center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat, and they kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and find them out for a really good strike.
And able to get it down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive. It hasn't been very accurate. Getting the ball downfield, getting nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that'd be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field strength has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the double ring in the end zone.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Here's Goff now on second down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Hawker out now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Back to throw again. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. And after working on it all week, they're able to punch it in from the goal line.
Nothing like good preparation and even better execution.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. To throw on 2nd down is gone. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back to throw. Gone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Hawker out now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Wells hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return, and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he loses the football a second time. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And again, this time to the tailback. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go get him, Larry.
From the gun, here's Gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Gone. Looking deep here for Ebron. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Here we go now. Watching that party.
On second down now, Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it to 37. Smart and effort. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. I would say they went 3-and-out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3-and-out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1-and-out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position, maybe. Turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Super 1, 12, 12. 20.
On first down, Gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it with the 15. They give him a gain of 37. zone now. Goff. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, and the Lions add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Hawker out now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Here's Hill, and he'll power his way up near the 25. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So we reach halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Lions are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Patriots won't panic either. They know they just need to take it 1 play at a time. All right, let's roll the highlights. Midway through the first, Goff's got the completion from the gun, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 48-yard line. Same drive, the quick pass, it's complete. He caps off the 7-play drive with a score. Lions go up by 4. Patriots with the ball early in the second. The quick pass and completion is made, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. That puts them up by a field goal. Now early in the second quarter, Goff's got a completion middle of the field, and he ends up at the 29-yard line before he stopped on the play. Lions later on the drive, Goff's going to complete a pass into coverage, and this will go all the way for a touchdown. The lead grows to 4. Midway through the second quarter, here the pass is completed into coverage, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 38-yard line. A fumble later on the drive would lead to a turnover. 1st and 10, Goff's got the completion from the gun, and he'll end up at the 15-yard line before being tackled. Lions have it later on the drive. He'll go to the ground here, and he caps off the 2-play drive with a score. Lions go up by 18. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back up to Ford Field as we hand it back over to Brandon Gott.
Fielded about a yard deep. There's a nice move. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Davis Webb, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun on third down, gone. And they can't bring him down. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there.
There's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on third down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shoves him aside, and he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 16. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And look out, I think he's going to go. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, if the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Here's Goff. A left side completion to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Checking things elsewhere. 3rd quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They go play action here on 1st down. Davis Webb with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Looking for his home pro tight end, Ron Gronkowski. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him.
And those are the throws that have been available to them every time he's dropped the pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Fights forward for only about a yard after the 21.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foresee completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure, he's brought down. Akeem Spence in there again for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So I just bring this right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Fielded at about the 28. Strong run by Clay. Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And possession will switch hands 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go down. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 51 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Second and goal to
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Hawker out now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Back now at Ford Field. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
Here to Hill. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver who has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. They run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they get nowhere to go. He lost the football.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's 2nd down. Now shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And it'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. That's as expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Gronkowski's got it complete over the middle. 7 yards there on the pickup, and it gives the Pats a first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I can find, plays have been successful throughout the game. They work with the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
And it takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down where they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A long drive here, play 12 coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now a first down carry, it's Hill. And now a hold off there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Offense working with a second and goal now from the 3. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
But scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you may want to run the football a little bit to get them out of it, but as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll give it here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set it down.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 32-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get the timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. And again this time to tailback. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Goff. And tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You want to?
They have to, because when you get the 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And now out come the Patriots. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy that was really down huge. And says, coach, what do you want to call? He just waved your hand and like, who cares? Let's get out of here. And it took another time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just put this one behind them. Looking to throw. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, 22. On first down, they drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get this one down to the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll drop to throw. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and forever. He'll look to throw. This is complete to get us through. Gronkowski again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 to the 16-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring out the third down. They'll set up the throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Checking the NFL scoreboard there, 4th down, Minneapolis. And the Falcons have wound up winning that football game. Julio Jones, very close to a 100-yard game. He's at 97 thus far. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long.